Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
Merry Christmas, and welcome back to Madden NFL 2004.
Yes, Merry Christmas. And we are getting ready to start week 1 of the real season.
Indeed.
But we could look briefly at progression first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because progression actually works differently in Madden 04 than it does in Madden 05. And as you can see, if a player does not progress at all, then there's nothing but dashes in all of his categories. But if that player would have progressed,
even if they can't possibly
progress, they get zeros across if they have 99 or whatever in that category already. But it's interesting to look because in Madden 05, which we're much more familiar with, most players will only advance in 2 or maybe 3 characteristics.
That's right.
The big one being awareness, and then depending on the position of the player,
there's like 2 or 3 other statistics.
They may improve in catching or tackling. They might improve in stamina as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in Madden 05, if we look at Dwayne Heward here, well, he improved in strength and awareness a little bit.
Yep.
And also in kick return, although he still sucks at kick returning, right? And he improved in stamina a little. He improved in injury resistance. So, like there were several categories in which he improved.
Yep.
And
also, they can improve in their strength and even their speed in Madden 04.
That's right. They can even improve their speed. I'll see if I can find one that did. Because I think we even had a player that improved their speed. But anyway, it's just don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but I thought, yes, there is a player, Leonard Nickerson, the middle linebacker.
Yep.
Gained a point of speed
and agility and acceleration.
Yeah. So, you know what? I think that they took a step back in Madden 05 because it seems like a player's progress is really ramped up and heavily based
tied to awareness.
On their awareness, right?
Rather than their physical traits.
And they also seem to gain awareness in like
chunks of 10 or 20
and bounds, right? Like if you start off with a player like Nickerson, and this guy's been playing for us for 2 seasons already.
Yep.
Well, if this guy were playing for us in Madden 05, he would be at 99 awareness already, and probably would have been almost there by the end of season 1. And then his rating would be probably close to 90, and he would already be pretty close to
as good as he would
ever get as a player.
Well, another thing is even a player like let's see here, Molnari is progressing still, right? Even though he was a total jobber when he first started.
Yeah, that's right. And you can see across there on in the plus minus column for his abilities that he has actually improved a little bit in several abilities,
especially in key areas given his low speed like acceleration.
Yeah. But I like this because, like the training camp only gives you the opportunity to work on, 7 or 8 players or something?
Yeah.
And this at least gives the rest of your, it gives you the feeling that the rest of the players on your team
can actually make
progress as well, right?
Yeah, they're not just based on their physical characteristics, but how good they play determines how they develop.
Yeah. And Marcus Hale's actually a good example of a player who gained some speed because in season 1 his speed was 73.
Yeah.
So he's actually gained a little bit of speed, and this season he's actually gained some strength, some awareness, some agility, some acceleration,
some jumping,
some
tackling.
So
now he really is the hardest hitting fucking corner in the league.
Yeah, because you put him through the chase and tackle to get him to 75, and then he improved 2 more points, right?
Yep.
So as you can see, players if you want to target certain players, you can get large improvements in preseason for specific players.
That's right. Actually, I wonder if we can actually look at, if I can find the right menu here, roster. So that's what we're looking at. And we just go view roster. And we view it for NFL. NFL, oh, that's free agents. Here we go, NFL. And we'll sort by position. Oh, we'll sort by tackling. I just want to see. Who's the hardest hitting corner in the NFL right now?
Well, you sort by cornerback.
Because then I'd lose my sort by tackling.
Oh.
Whereas the first person who I come across here who's a cornerback is the highest.
Yeah. Well, you haven't come across one yet. There's
I know.
a strong safety. Another strong safety, free safety.
Lots of safeties.
Yeah, you might be seeing cornerback before too long, but when you go that fast, I can't see anything. Oh,
There we go. So this guy who has 85 tackling.
So when you look at Marcus Hale with 75 tackling, well, he is pretty close to the top in tackling ability for cornerbacks.
Yeah, well, now there's this guy at 83.
Yeah.
All right, a couple at 83. And then now I don't see any again. He might even be in the top 5.
Yeah, he might, actually.
For tackling. Okay, Barry, that's another one.
79.
He's from an all Madden team, too.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one,
Atkins,
79.
all Madden corner. So he's got all Madden levels of cornerback tackling.
Okay, 77. So that's 5 better than him, right?
Well, he's in 77 now, so he's actually in here at 77.
Okay, so he's basically tied for 5th.
Yeah, he's tied for the 5th hardest hitting corner in the league. I just wanted to see that.
Yeah. So anyway, it was interesting just to look at that, and I wish that they had kept the progression system in Madden 05 as it was in Madden 04.
Yeah. Because
in Madden 04 it was better. But anyway, I guess we'll move on to the game now.
All right.
We'll find out who we're going to play. So we'll advance to the regular season. And here we go, weekly schedule, and our first game is against the Arizona Stingers, who are an all-Madden team.
Oh my God.
04. So this
will be a tough one.
This is going to be a tough one.
Especially because Arizona's already a tough team.
And we're also visiting them.
Oh, fuck.
On the bright side, though, it probably won't be raining.
Yeah, well, you know. Now, next thing you know, it's fucking, like, pouring cats and dogs out there.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny, hey?
It's pouring cats and dogs, and there's a cold snap in Arizona, driving the temperature down to 0 Fahrenheit.
Well, then it wouldn't be raining, it would be snowing.
Nope, it's still raining somehow.
Oh.
It's freezing rain out on the field.
Yeah, okay. Wouldn't that be something, playing football in the freezing rain? Players falling down and all kinds. That would be hilarious, actually.
God.
There. But you know what? We know that EA will never do anything fun like that, though.
No.
You know, like where you could actually have extreme weather conditions that you could set up.
Football in extreme
weather. That would be like, well, I mean, they have like, you know, I've seen footage of them playing in, you know, like a finger quotes snow and stuff like that, where they basically even give the screen a very heavy whitish tint.
Yep.
And you have trouble seeing the players and all that kind of stuff. But that's not what I mean. What I mean is the ball is snapped and the wide receiver tries to take off from the line, and he spins out and falls on his face or something like that, right? Like that would be fun.
Well, see, it's not exactly football, but
you'd have to have physics-based play in order for that to work, though.
Well, it's not exactly football, but in the Tiger Woods PGA series of golf games, you could turn the wind up to like hurricane levels of wind.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And so you're like trying to play golf out in like a hurricane level wind.
No, it's 77 degrees and fair. And there's nobody on the field. Oh, there. Now we got people on the field. Okay, and we get to call the toss. And the Stingers won the toss and elect to receive. And it looks like it's windy here in Arizona.
Yep. Yeah, if I remember correctly, in Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005, there was an option to play in gale force wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, those kinds of things are not entirely realistic. Like if you're looking for simulation.
Oh, it was fucking horrible to play in those wind settings.
But
the AI couldn't play in the wind settings, and neither could you.
But it would be a hell of a lot of fun, right? You know?
Yeah, well, nobody could play in them, so it just...
Yeah.
Although you could also hit some monster drives in those if they had the wind at your back.
Okay, well, I got my offense audibles set, so you go ahead and set your defense audibles up, and we'll see.
Yes, that is a game I do plan on doing for the channel one of these days. Is good old Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. It's not the best golf game I own, but it's a decent golf game. I liked it.
I don't know. I looked at that, and then I looked at the Hot Shots golf games, and I preferred the Hot Shots golf games.
They definitely have a little bit more personality.
I like the casual kind of relaxed thing, you know. Like I'm to tell you the truth, I'm not all that much into sim sports, right? You know. Well,
I wouldn't exactly describe Tiger Woods PGA Tour as a sim game. I mean, it's pretty cheesy. You can do some pretty cheesy shit in that game.
But you know what I mean? Like, EA has gone down that, attempt to simulate authentic football rabbit hole so far that they're never going to make it out.
I don't know. Is the question really is, did they ever actually try to simulate authentic football, or were they just?
That's what they claim they've been doing.
I think it was just all a marketing ploy, and I think that. They were saying and doing whatever they... Ooh, you just kicked it out of the bounds.
Nope, I think it's going to go in the end zone. Oh, no, it went out of bounds. Flag down. The wind, eh?
Yep. They were just saying and doing whatever they had to do in order to justify...
The receiving team has got to be happy with that.
In order to justify retaining their NFL license, I think.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't think that it's any... From the games that I've played anyways, I don't think it's any more accurate. And even some of the gameplay footage that I've seen, it looks to me like it doesn't really play significantly differently than some of the older versions do. They just dress it up and
I think that hit the receiver while he was getting jammed.
Yeah. You know, like they just dress it up to make it look pretty.
I mean, it looks very pretty, sure, but it doesn't play any better than these do. In fact, it plays a lot worse, even in terms of the idea of a simulation football game. I mean, some of the best offensive line blocking we've seen has been in Madden 04 here. Right? There are no Clints on the field in this game.
Yeah, well, you know, with the Cupcake team, you do see the Cupcake factor occasionally, where an offensive lineman will miss a block or something like that. But oh, wow, that guy was totally covered. He literally had a defender hanging off of him when he threw that pass to him.
Yeah, I really don't know what the hell they were thinking.
That receiver was being jammed while he was trying to run the screen, right? Because that's what that was. That was a wide receiver screen. You see that?
Yep.
And actually, that 89 there, he tried to throw a block on you, but
yeah, Smith just danced around him, I guess.
Well, I think he was going to get caught from behind by the guy covering number 89 there anyway, but
here's the punt.
Because that's one of the things that man-to-man is so good against those screen passes, because the blockers that they can get out there in reasonable amount of time are also eligible receivers who are being covered by another guy, right?
Yep.
Well, our first run of the season picks up a yard.
Well, that's not the worst outcome.
call.
And our second run of the season picks up
That was just a
not quite a yard.
lower than the offensive line.
Okay, well, we're
it makes it very difficult to move the ball.
obviously not going to be an offensive powerhouse against these guys. Looks like he's going to be double covered. I'm going to use him as a blocker.
Using motion. With the throw.
I was worried that maybe you were a little late on that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The coverage was too good on that anyway.
Receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown before making the catch.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here.
Ah, Jesus.
Here's the kick.
Yeah, it's going to go straight down the middle, and he's going to... Oh, okay. Well, it'll roll into the end zone instead. I'm okay with that outcome.
Oh, but we'll get a holding. Oh, no, they'll get a holding
They'll
penalty.
get a holding penalty, so if you accept the penalty, it becomes... Yeah.
It's an inside the 20 touchback.
Yeah.
Deep in their own territory.
Well, that was actually a pretty long punt. That was like a 70-yard punt, right?
Sim lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Gets rid of it. The incomplete pass bringing
Wow.
up second
He's
down.
running around in circles back there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that also hit me while I was getting
Quarterback lines up with
pancaked.
two backs behind him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when the quarterback is scrambling around and his movements describe a circle, I mean, you know, like, I don't know what kind of deal that is, but anyway.
Just ran out of time.
That was just a relentless
Santa says hi.
Got off their
Yep.
blocks quickly, and they did a good job of running
Coming
back.
down Santa Claus Lane.
After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here. Sim, the deep back. Blake comes in motion. Drops back. Under pressure. Throwing short to his left.
Well, he hit them in the
Backs
back
off
with
the
that.
mark, and it's now 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
Well, I think that must have been prematurely thrown too, right? It looked like that running back was really late getting out.
He
into
might have
that
got tied
pattern.
up in the blocking or something. Who knows?
Here's the punt. And he signals
Well,
for
there will
third
be
down.
no return punts with coverage like that.
Nope, but that's
Holy
okay.
crap.
That was actually a fairly short punt too.
Yeah,
right?
it was weird.
1st and 10. He sees something in the defense. Hand it off. He has some room. And
Now we're
he's
gonna get a
back
penalty.
at the 32.
Yeah, holding.
Penalty marker down.
Ugh.
Damn it.
Holding his jersey.
That was a blatant hold on that one. I guess the guy was kind of desperate, huh?
Ball at about midfield.
The crazy thing is, you get these holding penalties on these run plays, and half the time the guy that gets called for holding is on the opposite side of the formation from where the run is going, right?
Yep.
Pressure. Throwing.
Well, you got some yardage there.
Perfect moment.
Yeah, well, I had to jump backwards while I was throwing that, but
First you got to get your hands on the ball, then you got to try.
There
to
was enough
protect
space
yourself
between
from
him and the
getting knocked out
defender
by
that the defender couldn't really do much about it.
yeah, well, I think it was because that was a safety covering him, right? Like when I read the play at the start, you see how there's a blank spot in the middle of the formation there? I think that's because if he is being covered by someone, he's being covered by a safety, right?
Yep. And he's too fast for most safeties to
Dropping
cover.
back. Pressure coming with the throw. Right on something. Now that's a perfect touch pass.
Now, that was a perfect throw. He put just enough air under that pass to lead his receiver on that long connection.
Okay.
Quarterback sneak. Well, they kept it in the quarterback.
So I figured out what's wrong with when I go to do the fullback dive out of this. You know how the halfback sometimes jumps ahead and interferes with the handoff. Normally, I give the halfback like a block far, either left or right, just to get him to run away from the play.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to do that when I designed that play. So he has just the generic block assignment, right?
Yep.
So until I get around to fixing it, when I do audible to the fullback dive, you know, like this, I'll have to motion this guy out of here so he doesn't interfere with the handoff, right?
This one is handed off. 2, maybe 3 yards.
At least there's no audible animations to slow you down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that wouldn't be possible.
They're within striking distance here.
Well, we'll keep trying here to hang in there and maybe pick up a few yards on the ground. Uh-oh. Oh, I was just quick enough to get, I managed to get a couple of yards on that.
Sense it. In motion. Drops back, closing in, throwing, and he hits his target. Number 9 with a hot hand on this drive.
And he stumbles ahead for a first down. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can still make a first down here without scoring.
Very well right now.
Well, hopefully I can do that.
Yeah, it would increase your time of possession.
Well, I was talking about even just making the first down, right?
He sees something in the defense. Collins,
however, it looks like... Well, okay.
Passing on first down. Under pressure.
Well, he dropped it anyway.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Lost track of the ball just as it reached him.
It's hard to figure out how a pass like that can go right through your hand. The quarterback made the right read, and he delivered a very catchable ball. He just didn't catch it.
Hey, managed to get a pretty good run there. You have to resist the temptation to press your thumb down on the accelerate button, right?
Yes, you do, because basically
otherwise,
can't turn.
Yeah, you can't control your player well enough to be able to, maneuver through the gaps like that.
It's a steep touchdown.
Nice.
Visiting team.
Well, it took us almost 10 minutes, but we've got the first score of the game.
Yep. After kicking a kickoff out of bounds.
The kick is up. The point after is
Good thing I aimed that to the left a little bit. Man, oh man. Okay, we're going to try this again.
Special teams or defense that sets you up with great field position. Your job as an offense is to take advantage of it, and they did it right there.
Damn it, I kicked it out of bounds again. Oh
Nope,
no.
that one might stay in.
Yeah, it went into the corner in the end zone, yeah. I'm surprised he brought that out, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, maybe he's got enough speed that he figured he had a chance at gaining yards.
Pass play here on first down. Steps up, throwing. Off target, but he gets it.
Wow, he really had to move around there in order to find someone to throw that to.
Yeah, he was basically, again, like, it's almost like he's running a three-quarter circle inside the pocket there. Like he, when you watch the way that he moves, It's like he drops back, and then he rolls to one side a little bit, and then he steps up, right?
Yep. And there's our flat zone guy.
Yep.
Play they run to convert for this first down. It's the type of situation where you could drop back and throw, or you could just decide to run it right at him.
Well, if they run it, they'll probably make it.
Pressure coming with the pass.
Oh, if they pass, they'll probably make it too, just barely.
Yeah, well, what's his nuts out there missed the ball by the looks of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just high enough to get over him, right?
Move up to play this one tight.
Well, they threw a pass for like a 1 yard gain. I mean, you know, really.
Stepping up, closing in, slings it to the outside.
Wow.
So he can't get it to him.
I don't know. I don't think I'd throw a pass if there's a guy coming to meet the guy and hit him as hard as he can.
Well, if he keeps doing that, sooner or later, Marcus Hale's going to be the guy over there, and that ball will be going the other way, right? Because it's really dangerous to roll. Like, if you roll to your right, you shouldn't throw the ball back to your left again. Like, that's actually a really dangerous way to play, you know? Because that ball has to travel a long ways across the field in order to get to where it's going. And if the coverage is even halfway good, they've got lots of time to react, right?
You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
And he got into the backfield quickly that time, John.
He's got a motor that never stops. He keeps going and going.
Well, that's 2 sacks for Santa Claus today.
Yeah, Santa won't put coal in your stocking. Instead, he'll just fucking sack your ass.
Yeah.
For the third time today.
Well, he'll still give you lumps, but it'll be you know, like a different kind, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Closing in for a big hit.
Yeah, he dishes it out.
Hand it off. He's taken down at the 42-yard line. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on their own 42.
Okay, nobody's moving, so I guess it's a neutral line and neutral linebackers, eh? Probably not going to get much off of this.
Changing the play now. Another run.
Or you'll get a whole bunch off of this.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a few yards, yeah.
About 7 yards.
I guess, too, you've got to remember he is quite speedy.
Yeah.
Number 9 sets up. It's a sneak. First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Well, so far so good. Things are kind of going okay so far. That gap was just too tight to fit through.
The defense just ate that guy up. They were right there for the stop when he tried to break through the line.
Number 9 gets set. The visiting team using motion. Pressure. Gets rid of it.
Oh, got hit as I threw. That's why that one took a nosedive.
After that play.
Pressure can really mess up the timing of a play. That pass was incomplete because the quarterback had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here.
Yeah, it's predictable. These guys always go quarter D, right?
Arizona comes out with 7 in the secondary.
They always go quarter defense whenever. Yeah, I thought maybe I'd be able to run up the field on them a little bit. I guess
Nobody
not.
blocked number 53.
Well, you would think that a quarter defense would be terrible against the run, right?
I think it is. There's nobody blocked him.
Yeah.
Number 7 is back to punt. Smith into return. we're ready to start the second quarter.
Okay, well, here we go again. Which way is the wind blowing? They get rid of that stupid graphic at the bottom of the screen, I'd be able to tell. Okay.
Here's the punt. And he chooses not to return this one.
Hey, look at that, eh?
Nice.
You don't see that in Madden 05 very often.
No, they just kind of stand in front of it. And
Yeah, they just kind of stand there and let it bounce on the ground.
The defense is going to play this one very tight. They give it to the halfback.
Ooh, scary.
yeah, I couldn't get off my guy there.
If the defense
Yeah.
keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
I mean, you certainly had enough guys clustered in the middle there. It's just that,
It took them all.
wow, that could have been an interception.
That was Marquez Hales. It could have been an interception.
It hit him in the nuts, though.
It's second down and 10 to go.
Yo, I think he was trying to grapple with the guy at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, probably. He was still, like shoving in a shoving match there when the ball got there.
Pressure coming with the pass.
Wow.
6-yard gain.
Wow. You know what?
They're trying, man.
Closing in. Tosses it right.
Another one, right? Like he's
Yep.
getting hit immediately as soon as the ball gets there, but they're just
They
like,
come through with this perfect play.
Forcing it in as much as they can.
Keeps the
Yep.
drive going.
Fifth play of this drive. Sim. Good pickup of about 6. About 4 to go. Ball on their own 46. The defense is going to play this one very tight. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs.
Boom.
yeah.
He was able to
We'll just back you up back behind your own 40 there.
That's the way these guys rush the passer. They do a good job using their arms and hands.
Oh, he's got 3 sacks now.
Got to give their defensive line coach a lot of credit. His guys are playing very well.
Gets rid of it.
Yeah, he tried to hot potato it in there again, only that time the guy wasn't ready, eh?
I don't think he would have made the first down even if he had been ready. I think that was short.
Get his hands
Yeah.
in the proper position to make the catch.
Yeah, the quarterback really threw him a catchable ball there.
Here's the catch.
Still, though, that seems to be their solution that they're trying to work with
Concentrated
to,
and grab the ball.
like help themselves against the pass rush, is just take 2 steps back and then throw it blindly, right? At least that's
Yeah,
the,
he's not playing football out there. He's just taking gun out there and shooting at his players.
That's the impression that I'm getting anyway. I'm going to go this way instead.
You could replace the quarterback with one of those timed football cannons.
4-yard gain there.
See, I built this formation actually when I rebuilt it. I built it out of the single back big,
Yep.
right? And this is the out of the box halfback belly, right?
Yep.
And even when I move the halfback right up tight behind the quarterback there, the handoff still works,
Nice.
right?
And we go back to the game.
So I can run out of that formation too, right?
Directing traffic.
Well, I don't know which side to run to here, but I guess it really doesn't matter. They've got a linebacker sitting in either gap, right?
This one is handed off. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
There, somebody's almost doing like what they call, like recently they had a ruling on whether it was legal or not, something they called the tush push, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
the quarterback sneak, they'd have a couple of guys lined up right behind him and they'd just put their shoulders into his back and shove him ahead, right?
Yep.
And that's almost what that play looked like. It looked like there was a guy behind the running back there just giving him a shove, right?
Bernard picks up just enough to convert.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can put off passing here for one more play yet. Oh, I couldn't get outside because the tackle got pushed back too far.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, that's all right. It's only a loss of 1.
Limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Calling an audible. Keeps it. That was actually designed for the quarterback to run.
Okay, well, we'll make it 3rd and 6 and see if we can...
Throw a medium length pass. See, if it's, in my eyes, in the Rec V5X offense eyes, if it's under 5 yards, it's a short pass. If it's over 5 yards, it's a medium pass. And if it's over 10, it's a long pass.
Uh-oh. Ooh, I got it over him.
Oh, he blew it.
Yeah, well, I threw it as a touch pass, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I'd have been a bullet, he probably would have picked it off. But because I threw it as a touch pass, I managed to loft it over him, right?
And he made it look very easy.
He couldn't jump high enough to get it.
Yep. And there was nobody as backup coverage there in that play scheme. Unlike the plays we design, where we always double up. And sometimes triple up.
They're trying to find some room in the middle, but there was no place to go.
I'll tell you what happened. The defense was coming with a lot of guys in a run blitz. The hole that play was supposed to go through was filled with defenders.
The visiting team using motion. Pressure coming.
Oh, fuck it. Ooh.
Intercepted. I thought that was about to be picked off.
I was not expecting that.
As he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back.
Well, I'm glad he didn't catch it.
Stingers come out in the
But they've thrown a few our way that Marcus Hales could have caught. That he didn't.
Ninth play of this drive. The visiting team using motion.
Come on, get over there.
With the pass, and he hits his target.
Well, got a little bit closer anyway.
It's an easy field goal.
There is no such thing with this kick meter.
Brings it into his body.
You got this. No problem.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. And it's on its way. The kick sails through. It's good.
Okay.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
That was tough going there, though.
Booming kick downfield. Arizona.
Yeah, we'll just kind of use those 3 guys to corral them there, eh?
Well, whatever it takes, all right?
Ball on their own 22. The corners move up to play this one tight. Using motion. Throwing on first down. Closing in.
He outran that guy.
That's a touchdown.
Ah, fuck. I couldn't dive fast enough. I tried to dive, take control of him and dive, and I couldn't get him fast enough. And you know what caused that, too? I called a delayed audible. This guy couldn't get in position fast enough to jam this guy.
Yeah, well, they're a little casual about how they move when you audible as well sometimes.
Yeah,
I
would have been better off not calling the audible there.
He should be, really what should happen is they should sprint to their new positions. You know what I mean? Like they should, you know, instead of that sort of half-speed jog, right? Like it's just a little bit too
The extra point
lackadaisical the way that they move out there.
Well, if he had managed to be in position there and he'd have managed to at least try to interfere with that guy, that wouldn't have been a touchdown. Because he couldn't get in position in time, that's what caused that.
Because I'll tell you that when I watch a game on TV too, if like defenses call audibles too, right? But when they do, those guys hustle to their new positions. Like, you don't see any half-speed jogging going on out there, right? Like, they actually, you know, make an effort to run to where they're supposed to be.
No, that was totally my fault. If I hadn't have called that audible, that wouldn't have been a touchdown.
We're hoping to get some penetration and get him in the backfield. But if you miss, there isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep him from picking up the first down.
Because he probably would have followed that guy to the other side of the formation anyways, but just to avoid weirdness in the way man coverage assignments work, with my partial man coverage schemes, if I see them motion a player across the formation, I always audible to a full man coverage. And that's what got me fucked over there. Because I audibled too late, and as a result, that guy had to shuffle around. Because when you call an audible, the players all stop and pause for a quick second, right? They don't keep moving to the position they were previously moving towards.
Yeah.
And that's what created that touchdown.
Drops back, under pressure, gets the pass off, and he hits his target. Good job picking up the blitz and picking up a first down.
Hey, that was a heck of a call. I mean, they saw the pressure was coming, and he knew right where to go with the ball, and he got it there.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on 47. Number 9, directing traffic.
Okay. Well, with the spread linebacker thing, I'm probably not going to get far, but...
Ewert.
Or maybe I will.
Kept it on the ground.
Yeah, you never know.
7.
Yeah, I think he broke a tackle there, too.
Yeah.
He sees something in the defense. Ewert. And he picks up just enough.
I think that was this is a good innovation here, I think.
Number 9 gets set.
Well, if I manage to find a hole there, I might be able to run for a few yards since they brought the safety up. Yeah, just like that.
Brings him down at the 35-yard line. Second and 4. Looks like he's changing the play. Man in motion. Pressure with the pass.
Ooh, nice.
He hits his receiver, and he's brought
And now you're in the red zone.
19. And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
That's the 2-minute warning. Okay, well.
Two minutes to go. Changing the play now. Again, he'll get the call.
Well, couldn't run fast enough to get around that guy.
Directing traffic.
Well, we'll wind the clock here. Hopefully I can get 4 or 5 yards. It'll make a third down pass a lot easier. damn it. That guy beat his
Couldn't
block.
find an opening and was brought down very quickly.
Yeah, he was. This
Well,
line has to
now
do
it's
a better
time to throw a
job of holding
touchdown.
Up at the point of attack. He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole. But he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Number 9. With a man
They
in
got a
motion.
3-3-5 thing going on out there. That's okay. We'll run the clock down as far as we can before we start this play. And if by some miracle we make a first down, we can call a timeout.
Dropping back. Pressure coming. Throwing.
Oh,
A breakdown in coverage that the offense is unable to take advantage of.
That was another play where he started
Yeah,
running
unfortunately,
before he
that's the
had possession of
halfback,
the ball.
right? He comes
You gotta
open on
make
that
the catch
quite
before
often.
you start thinking about
But
what you're
again,
gonna
it's
do
a
with it.
50-50 thing whether he's going to catch it or not,
39-yard
right?
field goal
Okay, I don't think that's going to hurt me any because I think the wind is blowing from the
try.
right.
The kick is up.
yep.
The kick
You're
sails
good.
through. It's good. That kick is good, and it's his second field goal of the game. Number 7 comes in the kick off. And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 1-yard line. And we'll see if they can
All
move
right.
the ball as well through the air this time as they did after scoring a touchdown on their last possession.
One thing is
Yeah, that was entirely my fault. That was so frustrating.
Well, you know what? These things happen
sometimes,
sometimes, especially when you're playing against these overpowered teams that have super fast players,
Here
right?
on first down with the pass.
That was Marquez Hales again.
Yep.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but
Would have been nice if he could have caught that one.
Still a pretty good effort. One thing you don't want to do when trying to get a late scoring drive is turn the ball over. They're already behind as it is, and they can't afford to be down anymore. So it's all
Nope,
about
they called a
smart
timeout.
decisions by the offense.
I guess after that one long play, they figure maybe they can still score, right?
Press the receivers. Stingers line up in the shotgun. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. He got his hands on it, but the pass.
Well, I'm really not
was
sure why he
incomplete.
dropped that one, but okay.
He wasn't going to make a first down on that anyways. He was surrounded by defenders and about 4 yards short of the first down marker. So
Return, they might have enough time for a field goal before halftime.
Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
That's a good job
Wow.
of getting downfield by the cover team to force
well,
a fair catch.
let's try this wonderful experiment and see
Ball
if
on their own
we can get
34.
anything out of it. Come on.
Man in motion.
Oh shit, I got the wrong play going on here.
Call a timeout.
Oh, how many timeouts have we got?
3.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to call a timeout because I don't like what's going on here.
The visiting team.
For some
Call a
reason, the
timeout.
play calling
They
window
have
is,
2 left.
is screwy, and I didn't get the play I expected.
Yeah, I think you didn't resort your plays in your playbook there. You ended up getting the opposite one than the one you expected.
There, now I got the one I was looking for. Except now they got the line shifted the wrong way. Oh, there, then now they shifted it the other way again.
Closing in with the throw.
And he's
Pass
going to
wasn't
drop
complete.
the
It looked
pass
like he came up
anyway.
with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern. But he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
It's second down and 10 to go. Using motion. Under pressure, surveying the field. Throwing.
That's going to go out of bounds.
That one won't count.
The
since it
field
was
just
out of
isn't
bounds.
wide
I'm
enough
not
to
sure
keep the
what
ball in
happened there.
play,
That
right?
throw just got away from him a little bit. I don't think they need to try and throw one here since they've got the lead. I just take that.
Yeah, I
half
took
with
2
the run
shots
and go
at it,
from
and
there.
I'm not going to get anything out of it, so I'm just going to...
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. Hand it off. Arizona will call it.
Oh, what the dicks. Call a timeout. What the hell?
There's no point in that. If you kick it straight up, it'll eat up that time.
This punt will be his second of the day. A lot of hang time, but not very deep.
Yeah, there's already no time left on the clock.
This one goes out of bounds.
Like, what was the point of that?
Well, they were trying to make it so that I would have to, like, punt it and maybe they could get a field goal or something, right? If they could call a fair catch, if it was a short enough punt. Or maybe they're going to go for the gusto and try and return it for a touchdown or something too, right? But anyway, it must be time for the halftime stretch.
Indeed. And we're back.
Yes.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
And
Welcome back.
so far, things are more or less going according to plan for me. I've been keeping the passing to a minimum. And in spite of the crazy hot potato passing that the Stingers quarterback has been doing, you actually only have one pass knockdown in this game so far.
Yeah, but I think there's also been a lot of them just hitting the players with the ball too,
Yeah,
right?
but those don't count in the statistics as pass knockdowns, right?
Number 9. See something in the defense. Ewert, the motion man. To the air on first down. Rosen.
Oh, God, I hate it when they do that. I absolutely hate it when they drop the ball. I had 4 drop passes in the first half, which is one of the things that kind of held my offense up a little bit.
Well, you know what? At least they're doing better than the Magicians in Madden 05.
Hand off to the tailback. Decent gain, about 4.
For those of you who haven't watched our some of our Madden 05 series yet, the Magicians are a cupcake team that we play with. And they had one game where they dropped over 20 passes in one game.
Yeah, that's quite something, all right.
Calling an audible.
Okay, well, with this screwy-looking alignment, I'm going to try the run here.
It's the toss to the right. Handed off to the back.
Oh, nice.
He wasn't satisfied with just picking up the first down on that carry.
Well, it's apparent this guy doesn't tire out in the second half, especially after seeing him run like that.
I mean, they definitely had far too many people
Calling an audible.
kind of stacked on one side. Look at that. One guy there, one, and they can't block him.
It's about impossible to run when you have guys in the backfield just as soon as you snap the ball.
Well, again, at least you didn't lose yards.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to make progress down the field, and it's hard to do that when they can't block one guy. There was 3 blockers there, and they couldn't block one guy. Okay, Heward, catch this pass.
Pressure.
Okay, not going to throw it to you. Going to throw it to Carter.
Wow.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first down.
I'm only 8 of 16 passing, eh? Because I've got now 5 drop passes in this game, right?
Yep.
So when you make 16 pass attempts and they dropped a third of them, you know, it's pretty tough to keep your head above water, you know, in the passing game,
Now,
right?
here it is. He shows a lot of determination in getting to the ball carrier on this one. Look at how he fights off the blocker, and he makes a heck of a play to bring him down.
Hand off to the tailback.
Oh yeah, nice block out there by somebody. Was that the wide receiver throwing
Yep.
that block?
I think that was the wide receiver.
That was beautiful.
It's first and goal. 7 yards to the goal line.
Well, one thing about this formation, since it's balanced and I've got the equivalent of 2 tight ends on each side, there isn't really much point in doing any motion or anything like that, right? Hey, look at that.
Wow.
You're going to see what
I think he even broke some tackles there.
This is turning into a bread and butter play, right? Like what that is it's just the back step sprint, right? Yep. But behind a essentially a 9-man offensive line, well, you know, it seems to be working well. I've actually run that play 6 or 7 times so far in this game.
And obviously they're happy with that drive, especially since they ended it with a touchdown.
You see the way those guys walked off the field, kind of had their heads down? The offense is just dominating them out there.
He got all of that. Looking for leverage.
No, they're going to get a penalty.
Another holding penalty.
Yep.
They've had a lot of holding penalties on special teams for some reason.
Yeah. See, it's nice when I can kick the ball to the corner where it actually lands almost out of bounds, but in the end zone. You know, it's very easy to contain those kick returns, right? Or easier to contain them, I guess.
Stingers come out with 3 receivers tight.
That does remind me. I wanted to give that second string defensive end a little playtime.
Maybe you want to make that change after this play, though.
Nope, I'm going to make it before we snap the ball so that I remember.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to replace Fernandez with Singleton. If I can find Singleton in here. Singleton there.
Yeah.
So let's pick up the action. Pass play here on first down.
Well, look at that. You're chasing him around again. Jeez, he's just running around all over the place back there.
Yeah, he made sure he was in the clear, moved into position, and made the catch.
The corners are moving up to press the receiver.
I think he's pretty mobile. I wonder what his speed ability is, because he seems like he's pretty quick back there, eh? Oh, so you toss it to the other side instead, eh? Trying to be tricky, stack everybody up on one side?
Yep.
That's a misdirection run.
Well, it got them 2 yards, and all they needed was 2 yards. So.
Yeah, I guess if that was the measurement of success, then I suppose it was successful, right?
He surveys the field with the pass. Nice advance. He jumped up at the perfect moment. And
yeah, I'm actually going to reverse that end swap. I want the other end in there. Because I couldn't remember what side they were on. So we'll go Hennings for... Well, we got to swap Fernandez back in there, and then we'll put in Hennings for Singleton.
Okay.
If I can find him again.
Got it figured out now?
Yeah, I got it figured out now.
Okay.
Got my directions mixed up.
The backs are lined up in an I. The corners are moving up to press the receivers. Pressure coming.
Whoa!
No one near that time. Now it's
wow. You know what? That was a single-minded hot potato pass, and that was, I think, definitely a blind pass, right? Because that receiver was not open, and there was no way.
Stingers line up in the bunch formation.
Oh, look at that. He just wiped out the blocker on that side.
He was unable to bring that one in.
I think he just took
They
the
only
flags
had
off
2
that
drop
one.
passes in the first half, by the way, and they threw twice as many passes as I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barber lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the catch.
Well, most of their incompletes, though, are basically just
Fair catch.
those, like,
Get the
hot
ball
potato
back after a
sprays, right?
touchdown and the
Yeah.
last possession. And let's see about a
It seems like I finally
performance on
figured
this
out a
drive.
way to force them to hot potato it and force the hot potato to be an incomplete pass.
Number 9. Get set. Directing traffic. He gets the carry.
And the trick is you have to press the shit out of the receivers every single play. Now, of course, we're relying on successful press coverage. Don't know what would happen if our press coverage broke down. Probably the same thing as what happened on that play where I audibled late.
Probably.
But in order to slow them down and actually get them to stop moving the ball and punt, you just have to press. And I do it from a variety of things, right? I do it from man coverage and from mixed man zone defenses. And it probably would also work if I had some traditional cover 2 defenses out there too, with the jam flats.
Yeah.
Using motion. Closing in.
Shit. I couldn't even throw the ball. See, that's what happens. That's why I use that offensive formation where I can have both tight ends blocking at the same time.
Yep.
Because if you don't, they just slice through your line like it's not even there, right? Because I had nothing going there except short passes, and the receivers were already open. I just couldn't throw it to them, right?
A line drive.
It went a bit straighter than I expected.
Yeah, I kind of thought that would maybe, blow out of bounds, but the wind apparently didn't have the effect that I thought it would.
That's okay. Santa Claus is out there covering his own punt.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have, aimed it a little further to the left, right? Because that's one thing I don't want is these guys returning punts.
Going to the air on first down. Throws it. Perfect pass. And he's
Well, all right then.
See, again, that's like a hot potato pass, right? He's throwing that out there so quick that I think he's only looking at one receiver, right?
If that.
Under pressure, slings it to the outside. Duplessis is the recipient on that one, his third reception of the game. They'll be faced with a long third down play here. Ball on their own 23. Lose it. Pressure. Throws out to the left.
Oh, no, you got him. You managed to stop him short.
All right.
That time they got away with the screen somehow.
I think they got really good blocking on the man coverage guy.
Yeah, but usually the guy covering the blocker is involved in the play too, right?
Maybe it was a lineman this time. Could have been a different screenplay than the one from earlier.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, well, it's pretty hard for linemen to get out there on a wide receiver screen, right?
He made the right decision.
Well, they do have all Madden linemen, though.
Yeah.
Number 9 sees something in the defense. Looking to run it here. He goes down at the 37-yard line. Nice pickup on the ground, maybe about 6.
Well, he's got his 100 yards. Oh, my.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Using motion. Pressure coming with the throw across midfield. Good connection there.
Not bad.
Yep, that was all right.
He knows that he can make the completion regardless of the coverage.
Regardless of whether I get points here or not, what I really want to do ultimately is I want to try to run out the clock in the third quarter, if I can.
Quarterback change. He calls his own number, picks up yardage.
If I can just make one more first down, I can probably do it.
Calling an audible now. Man in motion. Giving back, closing in, gets the pass off, on the money, into the open field. The fullback was on the receiving end.
And he's a good option coming out of the backfield. He can do a lot more than just block. He can catch it out of the backfield, carry it, and heck, I've even seen him throw it once or twice.
Calling an audible. The visiting team using motion. Pass play here on first down. Throws it.
Yes.
Up with it.
Oh, face mask.
Yep, I'll take that penalty too.
This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big that you can start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
Looks like he's changing the play. Ewart. Just about a 3-yard gain.
Ow. Wow.
Now, thankfully, he has big pads on him
Yeah.
because he needed them there.
Super aggressive tacklers, though, hey?
Gives the ball off. Kept it on the ground, picks up about 7.
But you got inches to go now.
And that runs out the third quarter.
Nice.
Mission accomplished.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter.
Right? Because I wanted to not have to kick the ball into that wind anymore, right?
Well, also, if you hold on to the ball for longer, then they can't score.
Yep, that's right. Well, it's all part of the plan, right? The plan
The 8th play of this drive. Keeps it.
is to try and run the ball as many times as possible.
Ninth play of this drive. He sees something in the defense.
Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll try and test the middle here.
On the ground. It's on.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I got it back.
Oh, look, you're still going.
Yeah. Oh, and then they got a face mask penalty on top of that.
The only bad thing is that'll stop the clock.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's
So they
okay.
get a second chance.
Yeah,
At
that's a
least,
heads-up play.
at least we got
always
it
need to
back.
keep your
Uh-oh,
eyes
who's
open.
hurt?
Someone
Because
got,
you
I think that
never
was
know
Santa
when
Claus who got
something
hurt.
like this is going to happen.
No, it wasn't Santa Claus that got hurt. I don't know who that. No, that was number 70, whoever number 76
So it's
replaced.
first and goal.
Oh,
Ball,
okay.
So you've got a
one
backup
each
guard in there now. Yeah, he was clutching his arm, I think.
The toss to the right. Touchdown. Visiting team. So they get in on the ground.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom.
Well, we got another touchdown.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Just what they were looking for, John. Good play calling there. Key drive, touchdown.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdowns. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys on the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
Oh, shit, I kicked it out of bounds again.
Nice kick.
Yep, you sure did. I
And
guess I'll just have to.
I'm trying to kick it down the middle, right? Like, really? How can you be half a football field
Receiving
off
team has gotta be
from where
happy
you're
with that
trying to
kick.
kick it?
By kicking it ridiculously off target.
That's half the width of the football field variance on that. That's not very forgiving.
Just won't go
Stiff arm.
That misdirection play
That's okay.
works, and they
That
pick
slowed him up so that the
about
guys from behind could catch up to him. As long as they don't break it for a big gain, then You know, really the way I look at it is they can probably have all the 6 and 7 yard runs they want.
And all the 8-yard curls to the tight end?
Yeah. Those two, because the clock keeps running.
A rocket arm, and he never makes a wrong read.
Although that's pretty annoying that they got that huge break just because of the kick meter, right? It makes me wonder if they didn't tinker with the kick meter as well.
Wow, where was your man coverage guy, buddy?
Well, he was very late. See that guy there? That 85? He's running like a drag route across there, and the guy covering him probably got completely lost.
Yeah, he got picked.
Right. But you know what I mean? Like, I think that they probably screwed with the kick meter in this game too, right? You know, like that you get variances in speed and stuff like that.
Lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Flings it to the outside.
Well, you can try throwing to the flats there now. We had a guy playing a flat zone just above you.
They'll play things tighter on the outside.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get very far. See that? Those guys should not still be moving into position. They should already be there, right?
Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down.
And if you give the man lock command before they even line up, they should just go and line up in those positions, right? They shouldn't have to line up in the original formation and then move.
Thank you. That was Melissa Stark with the update.
Ooh, trying
there was a lot of guys in that area.
There was a lot of defenders in that area.
He
Yep.
has some of the best hands in the team. And it's surprising to see him drop a pass like that.
Seventh play of this drive. Pressure with the pass.
Ooh, I guess technically he must have gotten the pass away before you got him.
Yeah, really.
Although I didn't see an arm move forward in that one there. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I was like, why ain't you
it's because
man locking there?
Your guys don't automatically man lock. You have to tell them to, right?
I've been telling them to, but I input it there, and I think the D-pad is wearing out.
To pick up that first down.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
On that one, I was like, wait a minute, why isn't there a guy lined up across from that guy?
There. Right outside linebacker.
It's second down and 15 to go.
That backs him up and makes the clock run a little bit.
Yep. Another flat pass.
Yep. But that's okay. I think they're probably going to get some points on you here, but basically what you're doing is you're just trying to make them take as much time as possible, right?
So easy too. I really like watching him play out there.
You know, the way that this has been going, they've been just slowly chipping away at you. So
he really had to rush that throw. That was a situation where the defensive line made the job easy for the defensive backs.
Pressure, throwing.
Hey, that one hit the defender in the foot, I think.
Well, they're at the point of the game where they have to try something. Next time, maybe you try something else, but you can understand why they want to go for it here.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 14.
Well, I was happy to see that result. If I'm perfectly honest, though, outside of that one, like, bad call that I made, and again, that was totally on me, I've not really had too much trouble with these guys' offense. Alright, I haven't had to dig very deep into the playbook in order to stop them and limit their gains. That was probably about the furthest they've ever actually made it.
Yep. Well, they don't have a whole lot of yardage.
Number 9. See something in the defense.
Well, and if I hadn't have been so sloppy on that one audible, they'd have even less. That was entirely my fault.
Gain of about 1.
That was that middle linebacker cutting across the formation to follow you there.
Yep.
Arizona comes out in the quarter defense.
Okay, well, they're in the quarter defense. What are we going to do here?
Calling an audible now.
Get tackled by number 54 again?
Keeps it. Breaking free.
Oh, or you'll just toss a guy off you. That was a defensive lineman that you threw off of you like that. You made him airborne.
That's okay.
That's because Santa Claus is just that strong.
I just didn't want to pass the ball on that play.
A high kick.
Okay, well, I guess it's going to go out of bounds.
That's reasonable, though.
At about where they started the last time they had the ball, right?
I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, like I said, if you keep playing that battle of attrition and making them take time, then, they'll just run out of time, right?
First down with the pass, and he hits his target.
Another 8-yard curl to the tight end.
Yep.
Right here is one of those situations where you can pretty much open up the whole playbook. You can go with the play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option.
Gore. Get set. Looking for a receiver.
Hey, just threw an interception.
Yeah, he just threw it right at him.
Yep.
He just stepped in front.
Who's he
of that
trying to
one.
get that to?
Saw
Number
his
89?
opportunity.
Number 89, I think. Or
No,
the
it's-
guy coming in on the in. Number
Why
80.
would you throw this pass?
That's a linebacker standing there, right? And he just threw it right at him.
He's in man coverage on the blocking back.
Yeah.
Right, because they left the halfback in the block, so he's just in man coverage on him, and because he's in man coverage on him, instead of converting to a pass rush, he just stands here and spies the quarterback.
Yeah, who then throws it right at him.
Yeah.
Good deal.
The offense gets ready to go.
This is definitely better than my starting position last time I had the ball.
Turnovers will do that for you.
Yeah.
Give it to the halfback.
Although I definitely don't have the kind of defense that creates turnovers.
I love that play. You know what? That play,
That sprint,
that sprint is a good play.
Hand it off to the back.
He's over 100 yards in the fourth quarter. You can't ask for much more than that from your back.
Yep, he's over 100 yards in the fourth quarter.
Number 9. Get set. He'll sneak it. He just gets this one past the stick. It's 1st and 10.
I've got more rushing yards than passing yards.
you have more rushing yards than their passing yards.
Yeah. And it's all like 4 yards here, 5 yards there. I haven't really had... I think I had one nice run in this game, but other than that, it's been basically all working hard and getting short stuff, right?
Yep.
He wraps him up and now has 4 tackles. The defensive line sniffed that play out beautifully.
The guys along the defensive
Well, I'm not
line
going to
are
do
very
anything
big
but
and
run the
very
ball
active.
now.
They do a good job of shedding
Because
block
if I
before
have to
rushing the
punt here,
passer.
well, then
Very good
I'm
at
kind of
setting up
okay
block.
with that.
Yeah, you can just eat up even more clock.
Yeah.
To make
Oh, yeah, that's
plays
the
when
idea
other
here.
team
I'm going to
decides
just
to
run
go
the
with
clock
run.
down as far as I can and kick it away.
Ewert. And he stopped at the 44-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry. 3rd down and long coming up here.
See if they put the quarter defense out again. Yep. See?
Here's what both teams have done on 3rd down.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Sensi.
Oh well.
Textbook game management, John.
Yep, run the ball when you have the lead.
That's
to take
right.
time
It's
off the clock.
game management. That's what it's all about.
Number 7 will come into this game to punt.
That'll be good.
Hopefully.
High snap on that, but
Yep.
I
Well,
don't
it's going
think
to
it'll
come
matter.
down. He's going to call a fair catch. Did it bounce out of bounds?
Where it went out.
it did.
Ooh, bounces out of bounds at the 2.
Stingers line up in the shotgun. They'll play things tighter on the outside.
And I didn't go full height there. All I did was I went like full height and then a couple of taps down.
Yep. I think that's the way to do it.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Steps
Wow,
up.
look at him scramble around in there. Wow.
And he almost threw a pick.
Yep.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the
I thought
drive
maybe
right
you were
there.
going to get
He
a
just didn't
safety
bring it
there,
in.
but which would effectively end this game.
Closing in.
That, well, you know what? If you manage to do it one more time, it will be a safety.
Third and long after the set.
Right? Because the line of scrimmage is basically like the 1 foot line here.
In the backfield. Looking
Nope, not this
downfield,
time.
throwing.
Oh,
It said that it's gonna
defender
hit,
stepped in front of it. Now they got a punt from their own end line, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Put
think
the
that
block
was,
out. See if
I think
you
that
can
was
get a
Marquez Hales who got on that.
yeah. See if you can get a block here, maybe. If he gets a high snap here, maybe you can. I don't
After
know.
going 3 and out.
I don't know if it's possible to block a punt in this game or not.
Here's the punt.
I do believe it is, yeah.
Andy waves for the fair catch.
But that was an absolutely terrible punt anyways.
I don't remember ever seeing it happen, but well, now I'm going to run the ball 3 times and then kick a field goal.
Number 9. See something in the defense. Hand it off.
See, this play is just so good, right? Because so long as you keep your thumb off the speed burst button, right? That's that same sprint play, right?
Yep.
But so long as you keep your thumb off the speed burst button, you see how I was able to pick the gap there?
Yep.
And even though this guy's getting blown away, just because how wide the line is spread here, even the space between these two guys, right?
Yeah, there's just lots of room to run.
And actually, he got a nice block on him to turn him kind of. He ripped to the inside, which actually made that gap bigger, right?
Yep.
And then basically that's the cornerback trying to fill there that I was able to run
And we'll go
right
back
through.
to the game. And they find themselves in
And that will be
scoring
2
range.
minutes.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark.
And they got the goal line defense out there again.
They must be thinking that you're going to run the ball 3 times and then kick a field goal.
Probably. Although now they don't. See, I think one of the things, too, is that they must not detect things the way that they do, because they react totally differently if I come out in the wishbone, which still has essentially the same personnel, right?
They'll go with a run once again.
Yeah, it's basically the same formation
Run as the line
in terms of personnel.
for the first
Yeah,
down.
it's built even the same way, but if I put the wishbone out there on 3rd down and short, or in a short yardage situation,
They'll always come out in the goal line.
they'll come out in the goal line, right? They respond completely differently to it.
Maybe they're judging the width of the formation and thinking that that maybe has more passing opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's the same personnel either way.
I mean, I can pass out of that formation a little bit, but it's not really great, you know?
Yeah, I suspect that that's what it is they're judging the width of the formation
Hand off to the
and
tailback.
responding to that more cautiously because it's a wider set.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Second down, goal to go.
Well, we're 2 run plays away from win in week 1.
a little over a minute left. Number 9. See something in the defense.
I'm going to go that way. Looks like they got 3 guys stacked up over top of the tight end on the right there.
Yep.
It's just that 2 of them are so close together, they almost look like one guy.
Huh.
Looking for room. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Well,
Good spot.
yeah, you know what? I think I can line up in the field goal formation now.
This will be from about 20 yards out.
There. We'll just get the extra 3 points for the tiebreakers potentially at the end of the season or something, eh?
And to preserve your red zone percentage.
Yeah. Well, I love it when a plan comes together, and it looks like your plan came together too, except for that one mistake.
Yep.
Right.
And that was totally my fault again. That was totally my fault.
But other than that, it looks like on both sides of the ball, we put together. Everything went pretty much the way that we planned it. And I don't mind playing a tight game if I can still make progress.
Yep.
You know? And so long as you can hold them on the, hold them off the board as well. Look at that. 183 yards on the ground against an all Madden team.
Well, they had no choice but to let you do it, though, right? Because otherwise, you'd have 50 points on them.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between Madden 05 and Madden 04 here is in Madden 05, you'd have 50 points on them.
Well, I did get a couple of 30-plus yard passes in this game, too, so that threat still hangs over their heads somewhat, right? But I just don't like doing it in this game as much because it's very risky.
Yep. And you know what? They didn't even get 200 yards total offense.
Nope, they didn't. And they had 2 red zone attempts, and you turned them away both times. And look at that time of possession. Wow.
Right on.
You know what? If you can monopolize possession of the ball for 43 minutes
You're going to win.
You're going to win, okay? So I had a quarterback rating of 83.9, which is kind of mediocre, threw for 153 yards. 11 of 19, so I did manage to get above 50% at least. So there you go. I threw 19 passes. And Heward there had 37 carries for 134 yards, so he's no Kelvin Allen, that's for sure. But he still managed to, he's a lunch pail running back, right?
Well, 3.6 yards is good.
And Santa Claus carried the ball 10 times for 32 yards. And we even ran enough that our backup halfback had to carry the ball a few times too. And our rookie fullback got a touchdown. So there you go. Heward caught 3 passes, and then Carter caught 2. I think he caught the one long one too, right? 28 yards. Yeah. So I completed a pass for 34, and I also completed a pass for 28. And I also managed to hit Fulcher there, the tight end, on that out route a couple of times too. Which is nice. But how many passes did I throw? I had 5 drops in 19 pass attempts. So 25% of the passes that I threw, more than 25% of the passes that I threw were dropped.
Yep.
And blocking, okay. So there you go. Santa Claus with 7 tackles and 5 sacks. Wow. You had 3 tackles for a loss.
Got a sack from the other side, too.
The rookie right outside linebacker there gets a sack, too. And the rookie middle linebacker is the guy who picked off the pass. So there's your 2 rookie linebackers.
Yep.
Right? Being factors in the game, right?
2 guys that we went and drafted.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we had a good draft. And you only had 4 pass deflections, though. Like I said, with all those passes he was hot potatoing in there, I think that if
If they're in a jam animation.
Yeah, I think if they're in a press animation and the ball hits them, I don't think that counts as a drop. Right? And that happened an awful lot. So 3 for 3 kicking field goals, although we didn't have to kick a particularly long one today. And our punting had a net average of 35.2 with 2 inside the 20 punts. That was pretty good. And no punt returns today. So Jason Gore had a quarterback rating of 59, and he completed 48% of his passes. Got sacked 6 times. So
yeah, 48% of your passes in Madden 04.
Yeah, and look at this though, right? He had 37 pass attempts, and if you count the number of sacks, well, that's basically 43 dropbacks to pass, right?
Yep.
So 43 pass plays, 5 rushing plays. So they had nearly 10 times the number of passes as they did running plays.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
And the funny thing is that this guy did gain yardage when they did hand the ball to him. They just didn't hand the ball to him very much. And they had a total of 5 drop passes. So
as many as we had, but with double the number of passes.
Well, no, more than that, because they're
43 pass attempts.
Yeah.
Versus our 19.
So it's like one in 5 or 1 in 6 or something like that, right? So anyway, defensively, their strong safety made lots of tackles. Their middle linebacker made lots of tackles. Their right outside linebacker, their left outside linebacker, and their free safety. And those are all guys who would be involved in the run game, right?
Yep.
And even though I ran the ball an awful lot there, I think I did okay with only 6 runs for a loss.
I guess they did sack you once, so I guess that's 20 dropbacks total.
Yeah, they did sack me once, but that was kind of a choice that I made too. Like I chose to pull the ball down and just not throw the ball in that situation.
Yep.
I might have been able to throw it away and get away with it. But they only had 1 pass deflection.
It was that flat pass.
Yeah, so I only actually really made 1 mistake, right? And their punting average is about the same as ours. And they did have 1 punt return for 2 yards. So there you go. There we go, folks. The Elves start off with a big win over a tough opponent.
Yep.
So I guess we'll be back tomorrow.
Indeed.
Until then, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And hope you enjoyed the Elves Football League.
Have a good one.